group of students from the CPA department.
And we are going to discuss about Rizal Law.
But before that, who is Rizal? Who is Rizal?
Rizal. Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Riolanda, also known as Jose Rizal, or Pepe, a son of Jose Mercado and Jugaro Alonso, was born on June 19, 1861 in Calamba, Laguna, Philippines.
He was an activist, journalist, and a poet, a doctor. He was studied in University of Madrid, University of Heidelberg, and University of St. Thomas.
And did you know that?
Rizal wrote the two most popular novels entitled Norme Langere and El Filibusterismo, which is all about the fight and life of Filipino people during Spanish era.
Also, Rizal was a member of an organization named La Solidaridad and La Liga Filipina. The two novels he wrote was one of the reasons why he died in Luneta Park, also known as Rizal Park, on December 31, 1896. P. Rizal is the national hero of the Philippines. He was the one who led the Filipino to start the revolution against the Spanish government to attain the freedom and to gain control of the country. He is well known for being a propagandist, and his way of fighting the Spanish government through his writing by revealing the inhumane manipulation of the Spanish government Philippines.
He chose to have a silent war and not a bloody war because he thinks that it is the only way to get freedom. Through that, other Filipinos motivated to get freedom, they started many revolts from the Spanish government.
That Dr. Jose Rizal's death on December 31, 1896 changed the Philippines. The Filipinos were truly affected in the sense that they were urged to start a revolution against the Spanish government to gain the control of the Philippines.
It's a commemoration of his death called the Rizal Day. This is the day where Filipinos remember his death and sacrifice for the country. He greatly influenced the Filipino people because of what he did for the country. Living in this generation, where browsing your social media accounts and playing online games seems to be way more important than searching through your books. To dig up the past, our country went through so much just to gain the freedom we are enjoying right now.
As the year passed by, sad to say that we can clearly see that most of the people nowadays had already forgotten how brave our heroes fought for our country. As a Filipino, we have to honor, appreciate, and remember all of them as true sign of gratitude for what they did.
Dr. Jose Rizal wrote a book about the politics and the social change of the Philippines. First book is about Noli Me Tangere.
Noli Me Tangere is Jose Rizal's first novel. It is considered one of the most important written outputs by the national hero at the height of his intellectual endeavors in Europe. It is originally written in Spanish and published in 1887. This novel played a crucial role in political history of the Philippines. This novel of Rizal mirrors its creator's persistence in attaining the freedom from Spaniards. True enough, as Rizal aimed to redeem the country and its people by exposing the barbarity, greed, cruelty, and ignorance of the Tagalogs, being the first to project such as a bold account of living in 1800s in the Philippines.
El Filibusterismo is the sequel of Noli Me Tangere. Knowing the word filibustero, which means there are people who are against the government. El Filibusterismo, it tells about the system governing the Philippines through corrupt and self-seeking priors, and being submissive to their interests in one fashion or another can only lead to disaster for Spain. Our group focused on the Rizal Law. But what are the things under this law? There are 6 sections under this law. Section 1! It is said in the Section 1, courses on the life, works, and writings of Jose Rizal, particularly his novels Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, shall be included in the curricula of all schools, collegiate, and universities, public or private, provided that in the collegiate courses, the original or unexpurgated editions of the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, or their English translations, shall be used as basic texts. Section 2!
Section 2. It shall be obligatory on all schools, colleges, and universities to keep in their libraries an adequate number of copies of the original and expurgated edition of the Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo, as well as Rizal's works and biography. The said unexpurgated editions of the Nolimet Hangare and El Filibusterismo, or their translation in English, as well as other writings of Rizal shall be included in the list of approved books for required reading in all public or private schools, colleges, and universities. The Board of National Education shall determine the adequacy of the number of books depending upon the enrollment of the school, college, or university.
Section 3!
Section 3. The Board of National Education shall cause the translation of Nolimet Hangare and El Filibusterismo, as well as other writings of Jose Rizal in English, Tagalog, and the principal Philippine dialects. Cause them to be printed in cheap, popular editions, and cause them to be distributed free of charge to persons desiring to read them through the Purok, organizations, and barrio councils throughout the country.
Section 4!
Section 4. Nothing in this act shall be construed as amending or repealing Section 927 of the Administrative Code, prohibiting the discussion of religious doctrines by public school teachers and other persons engaged in any public schools.
Section 5! Section 5. The sum of 300,000 pesos is hereby authorized to be appropriated out of any fund not otherwise in the national treasury to carry out the purpose of this act.
Colleges, private and public, follow the implementation of Rizal Law, which is the life and the words of Dr. Jose Rizal should be taught in school. In TIP, there is a Filipiniana section where you can find the life and words of Dr. Jose Rizal. Besides of having knowledge about the history of the Philippines in the hands of Spaniards colonizer, this law become very useful to every student. Moral lessons can be seen through different characters in his novel. As a students, our group are thankful for this opportunity that we can study the life and words of our national hero. There's a lot of moral lessons you can acquire in his two famous novels, Nolimet Hangare and El Filibusterismo. One of the greatest achievements of this country was to have Rizal. He became a big part of our freedom in the hands of Spaniards, so let's never forget his legacy.
The bravery of our heroes in the history is beyond immeasurable. Hopefully, someone would still be willing enough to sacrifice his own life for the benefit of our country, just like what they did in the past in order to obtain peace and freedom for every Filipino.
This is Manguiat,
Richard M. Azores
Destiny Miguel,
and Aaron John Lumbes.
and we are the group of students from CPA Department
Azores